Welcome back to In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of the 1983 Lincoln cent and uncovering how certain versions of this coin are worth far more than just a single cent. Let's start with a quick history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, celebrating the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was America's first widely circulated coin to feature a real person. Over the years, it's undergone a few design changes, but the image of Lincoln on the front, or obverse, has remained iconic. But what makes the 1983 Lincoln cent stand out? Well, it all comes down to a change in materials. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a big decision. Copper prices were rising, and it simply became too expensive to make pennies out of 95% copper. So, the mint started producing pennies with a core of zinc, coated with only a thin layer of copper. These zinc-based pennies became standard by 1983. These new 1983 pennies were much lighter than their predecessors. If you take a 1981 penny and a 1983 penny, you'll notice the weight difference right away. Pre-1982 pennies weighed around 3.11 grams, while the new copper-plated zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. But here's the kicker, some 1983 pennies don't follow these new standards. And these are the pennies collectors are willing to pay big money for. So, what exactly makes a 1983 penny worth more than face value? There are a few rare varieties that can significantly increase the value of these pennies, and I'll break each one down for you. First, let's talk about the most famous 1983 penny variety, the rare copper penny era. As I mentioned, after 1982, pennies were supposed to be made of zinc. But some 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets, the metal discs used to make coins. These copper 1983 pennies weigh the old standard of 3.11 grams, instead of 2.5 grams. If you find one of these, you're looking at a coin worth potentially thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. A copper 1983 penny in mint condition could fetch anywhere from $15,000 to over $20,000 at auction. Even circulated versions are valuable. If you have a 1983 penny that feels a little heavy, it's worth weighing it on a scale. You might just have a treasure on your hands. Next up, we have another valuable variety, the 1983 double-die penny. A double die occurs when there's a misalignment in the coin's design during the minting process, causing some details to appear doubled. The 1983 double-die pennies are especially rare, and collectors love these unique coins. Look carefully at the inscriptions, like 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum on the reverse side. If you see doubling in these letters, you might have a doubled die penny. These 1983 doubled die pennies can also bring in a nice profit. Depending on their condition, they can range from $200 to over $2,500. Now, when it comes to coin values, condition matters a lot. Collectors and dealers use a grading scale to assess the condition of a coin. A 1983 penny that's been heavily circulated might not be worth much. But a coin in mint, or uncirculated condition, could be worth significantly more, especially if it has one of the rare errors we've discussed. For example, a 1983 copper penny in uncirculated condition could be worth over $20,000, whereas a circulated one might go for a few $1,000s. So, if you find any 1983 pennies in your change, keep them safe and consider getting them graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. So, how can you get your hands on a valuable 1983 penny? Well, first off, check your pocket change. Sometimes these rare pennies end up in circulation, especially if they've been overlooked. You can also look through rolls of pennies from the bank or coin shops, which is an affordable way to search for these rare finds. While it may take some patience, coin roll hunting can be both rewarding and profitable. Who knows, you might get lucky and find one of these treasures. So, there you have it. The 1983 penny might be small, but certain versions of it are mighty valuable. Whether it's the rare copper penny era, the double die variety, or just a penny in pristine condition, there's real potential here to make your 1983 penny worth a lot more than face value. If you found any interesting 1983 pennies or have stories of rare coin finds, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more coin videos. Until next time, happy coin hunting. Next today, we're diving into the story behind a humble little coin, the 2001 1-cent coin. Don't let its small size or face value fool you, some of these coins could be worth a surprising amount today. So, whether you're a collector or just curious about the world of numismatics, stick around to find out if there might be a valuable 1-cent coin hidden in your collection. On-screen text, 2001 1-cent coin, basic facts. Let's start with some basics. The 2001 1-cent coin was produced by the U.S. Mint and has a face value of course, 1 cent. It features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or heads side, as it has since 1909. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On-screen image, close-up shots of both sides of the coin. Coins minted in 2001 were primarily made from zinc, with a thin copper coating. In fact, these coins are only about 2.5% copper, with the rest being zinc. This composition has been standard since 1982, when the mint switched from a solid copper alloy to a less expensive alternative. However, not all 2001 cents are created equal, and that's where things get interesting. On-screen text, minting locations, quantities. In 2001, the U.S. Mint produced millions of 1-cent coins across 3 primary mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia will show no mint mark, while those from Denver bear a small D, and San Francisco coins, primarily proof coins, display an S. Here's a quick breakdown of the production numbers for each mint in 2001. On-screen text: Philadelphia, approximately 5.4 billion coins. Denver, roughly 5.2 billion coins. San Francisco, around 3 million coins. With such high production numbers, you might think these coins are all just worth their face value, but some rare varieties, errors, and proof coins are surprisingly valuable. On-screen text: error coins and valuable varieties. Now, let's talk about the exciting part: errors and rare varieties. One reason the 2001 cent might be valuable is if it has a minting error. These errors make some coins unique, increasing their worth significantly. Here are some errors to look out for. On-screen text: double die errors. First, we have double die errors. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice, causing the design to appear doubled, especially noticeable on letters and numbers. If you see doubling on words like liberty or the date, you could be looking at a valuable coin. On-screen text: off-center strikes. Another error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't aligned correctly during the strike. An off-center coin is one where part of the design is cut off, giving it an unusual look. The more off-center, the higher the potential value, especially if both the date and mint mark are visible. On-screen text: die cracks and cuds. Lastly, die cracks and cuds are additional errors that can add value. These flaws result from cracks or breaks in the mint's dies, creating raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin. Collectors often find these unique and will pay more to add them to their collections.